Alright, number 29. So yes, we have been solving systems using matrices. Okay, so you take your system and write it as a matrix. Um, Basically, you write it down without the variables and without the pluses. But don't forget, if there's like a subtract part or a negative, you have to keep it with it. So, as I write these down, this is my matrix. Remember, it's like an augmented matrix. So these left ones are the coefficients, the right ones are the answers, like the answers that we're looking for. So we're trying to get this matrix. So it says 1, 0, 0, 1, and then it's going to have two numbers. Remember, this is called reduced row echelon form, or RREF. And so we're going to go from there. Remember, you have a couple rules. That one of them is you can multiply a line by anything. Another is you can add one line to another. And another one is you can interchange your rows. So let's just take it like one step at a time. I notice here first that if I were to add my two lines together, the 4 and the negative 4 would cancel out. So I'm going to take my first row, and I'm going to do row, on my first row, I'm just going to leave it as row 1. For my second one, I'm going to have it be row 1 plus row 2. Okay, so the first row I'm just going to rewrite 4, 8, 20, and then row 1 plus row 2. So you're going to take these two rows, you're going to add them up. 4 plus negative 4 is 0. 8 plus 2 is 10. And 20 and negative 30 is, sorry, negative 10. Yeah, it looks like a 16. Okay, now we're at this point. I noticed that here on my second row, that if I divide everything by 10, I would then have 0, 1, and then the answer. So I'm going to go with that on my second row. I'm just going to write it as row 2 divided by 10. Okay, as I go to the next line here. And I'm not even doing anything to the first row. I'm just going to leave it as row 1. So the first row is still 4, 8, and 20. The second one, 0 divided by 10 is 0. 10 divided by 10 is 1. And negative 10 divided by 10 is negative 1. So now at this point, on the bottom here, I'm making a lot of progress. I got a 0 in front, which is what I'm looking for. And I have a 1 here, which is what I'm looking for. So I'm off to a really good start here. Now I need to just change my first row, so this guy here is going to be 0. Well, to do that, you just take row 1, and you would subtract 8 times row 2. Because if you take this one, and you times it by 8, and you subtract that from row 1, you would get a 0 there. So let's do that. And we'll just leave row 2 to be the same. So you get 4, because 4 minus 8 times 0 is just 4. Now you gotta do the next line here. 1 times 8 is 8, and you subtract that from the 8 here to get 0. And now we gotta do 20 minus 8 times negative 1. 8 times negative 1 is negative 8. 20 minus negative 8 is positive 28. And we got 0, 1, negative 1 still. Okay, that top one is almost ready. It's got that 0 there in the middle. We just need to get this first number to be a 1. To get that to be a 1, you just take your row 1 and you divide it by 4. And you leave row 2 the same. And that gives us the magical matrix of 1, 0. Take 28, divide by 4. That's 7. Second row is exactly how it's been the last few times. And we get this of 1, 0, 7, 0, 1, negative 1. And if you were to transform that back into your system, you'd get 1x. plus 0y equals 7. 0x plus 1y equals negative 1. So really, you get y is negative 1, x is 7. So 7, negative 1, and you're done. Okay, realize this column here, the end one, tells you what the answers are. And there's your first one.